All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I'm here in the house with General Jerry there. What's going on, Jerry?
Not much, mate. Not much. Good to be back on here again, mate.
We got a big 0 viewers in the house. We got some glitches happening.
Let me have a look. Oh,
We got 3 viewers, Jerry. We're in business here.
that's more than Raw last week.
We're Jerry. So basically, we're starting a new eFed channel there. The link's in the description. We don't have anything on the channel yet, but we're going to be doing one of them live shows later tonight on the channel, and it's called SmackFed. Hey, Jer?
Yeah, if fans are if they're rubbing their nipples so much over SmackDown, we're gonna give it to them WJ.
SmackFed, the new eFed in town, and Jerry opened the channel, so I can't close this one down there, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to try our best there. We're going to have some episode. Well, not try our best. It's probably the opposite of trying there, but we're going to do stuff on the channel. There are episodes. It's pretty much fantasy booking. I think there's no real need to spend 40 hours a week creating video game vids, Jerry. Oh, God damn it. Talk to him, Jerry, for 2 minutes.
Okay, man. Yeah, so we're creating a new eFed. A lot of you were asking us to make another one because with the eFed is Raw and the fake and gay wrestling one that we did, a lot of people seem to have liked it. So we looked at a lot of the feedback and decided to do it again. So
no need to lie to the people, Jared. Nobody wants this. I
mean, believe it or not, there was actually people that actually did want it. So there's a few people maybe go, "When's eFed is Raw back?" When's the second season now?
So we're going to be doing SmackFed. So instead of spending 60 hours a week on gaming vids with fucking virgins that ask us to create them in the games and stuff, we're just going to do a live show, 30 minutes to an hour maybe of fantasy booking there. We're going to write some stories there and come up with stuff that's going to be the shows with some jokes in it and crap like that there. And you're going to get some promos on the channel and interviews, stuff like this. Me and Jerry can do our thing where we imitate and harass other YouTubers on here. So that's pretty much it, folks. Subscribe today. Fuck SmackFed. Fuck. Links in the description there. So Brock Lesnar is going to be fighting at Great Balls of Fire. I have a hard time mentioning this name without feeling weird about it. You know what I mean? Not because it sounds homoerotic, just it's hard to sound serious when we're talking about this. Oh, Great Balls of Fire next month, I mean.
Dude, I can't wait to hear what Michael Cole says. And use the hashtag WWE balls. Dude, hashtag's gonna be. I can't wait to see what our hashtag's gonna be, and Michael Cole saying, "Yeah, well, it's gonna be a fire pit, John." You know, that kind of stuff. Oh god.
Did you see the trailer for the pay-per-view?
Yeah, coming to pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire.
It's be the 1950s team, I guess. You had a jukebox and a drive-in and malt shit, and then the old song there, Great Balls of Fire. That's I don't know why they're doing, like, you see that in restaurants, 1950s team for restaurants and different things like this, but I've never seen that for a wrestling show. I don't understand why there. I guess McMahon's out of ideas officially or what. Let's go with a 1950s team there. Fuck it. I don't know.
Do you know what would be hilarious if they actually like see for all the pay-per-views now they just do like a different time period, like the 80s, the 90s, like the noughties, the 1940s.
So is Michael Cole going to be dressed up in a leather jacket with greased up hair? Is that how they're going to do it? With like old cars parked on the fucking...
Like...
I don't know what they're going to do with that there, but I don't know what's the point. Our wrestlers going to come out dressed like the Fonz of Happy Days, hey, or whatever the fuck he says there, hey, or whatever there.
I bet you they have the divas dressed up as the cheerleaders or the dollies or whatever you call them. Forget what the word is for it.
Dressed up like old women from the old days or something.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, they had a tag team like that before, Deuce and Domino, and that didn't work. So why do a whole pay-per-view with that gimmick? I don't understand there. So the main event for this, and why would you have Brock Lesnar fighting at a show like this? Isn't Brock more tough than this there? I don't know.
Oh, God.
It seems like Lesnar's too badass for this show. I don't know. But, so
it's a...
Hmm?
Oh, I thought I cut you off. Sorry, mate.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it is a bit ridiculous, like, that like Brock has to compete in this pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire. So I don't know why. I mean, maybe, I don't know, they've got something planned or a themed match or something, but like, you know, I know like we're getting to Samoa Joe and Lesnar, but I just hope it's not like a gimmick fire match at the end.
How is it gonna fit with the wrestling, this team? Like, I thought of that. Maybe they'll do an Inferno match, but I highly doubt they do that these days with the PG rating, stuff like this there. But I have no fucking clue what the fuck they're going to do with this there. But I guess it'll just be a normal pay-per-view with a bunch of 1950s bullshit around the ring and Michael Cole dressed up in an old school outfit or something. God fucking knows there. So Samoa Joe won the match last night. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Balor or Roman Reigns. I'm not upset at all that Joe won. I think it makes a lot of sense, actually, there. Yeah. People didn't want Roman Reigns. A lot of people didn't want Finn Balor to fight Brock. So I think Joe, it makes a lot of sense because they're both big, shit like this. There, Lesnar's in way better shape and stuff there, but Joe is still big enough to look like a threat. You know, maybe, I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if Joe actually beat Lesnar. That might sound like sacrilege to some people, but I wouldn't mind having Joe win because at least we'd have a champion on the show. Somebody wrote in my comments, I think a few people, that like Lesnar's going to fight every guy from the match and eventually he's going to lose to Roman Reigns. You know, I don't think I want to have this all year, not have a champion on the show. You know what I mean? And Braun Strowman, is he really ready to be the champion, Braun Strowman? You know what I mean? I actually wouldn't mind if Samoa Joe would defeat Lesnar. What do you think of that?
I think like because it wouldn't work. Like if Roman Reigns won that, right? It wouldn't work because what I heard is that they're gonna have Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at Mania. I really don't want to see that again. No offense, I know that's sacrilege as well, but fuck it. I wouldn't want to see it again. Balor and Lesnar doesn't make any sense because Balor's a fucking pencil. And Joe, it does like it's not legit, but he is more like you can see a guy like Joe competing maybe against Lesnar to a certain degree. If I think the only way if they want to like boost this match even more, and this was something that actually I was watching. It was Jim Cornette, Eric Bischoff, and there was like a table of three thing that they were doing, and they were discussing like what match that they would have at WrestleMania. And Jim Cornette actually had a good idea where he said it was Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe in a submission match.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like if Joe if Joe like maybe made Brock tap out, that would be quite shocking, and then it would like boost Joe up, where he becomes more of a legitimate, badass type deal. Like a lot of people seem to like fucking love Brock Lesnar. I understand that, but and here's the thing: I wasn't against before Lesnar, not showing up, but I think doing it again, I think it's just ridiculous because you done it once, all right, it was different, but doing it again, what you're essentially doing is having number one contender matches galore on Raw. And you're even having number one contender matches on pay-per-views, which I think is ridiculous. I don't think that should be the case. I think like if you're doing a pay-per-view, the title should be on the line always.
Lesnar
you know what I mean?
Hasn't been there in 2 months. Are we supposed to have another 4 or 5 months of him never being there, or unless they want to kill the ratings completely? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for Joe to put him in the clutch and pass him out. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd see that. Like, I see it.
Sense a chokehold from behind there, and he makes him pass out from.
They might maybe have Lesnar distracted or something, where like Lesnar's distracted, and then Samoa Joe then grabs him, and then where he doesn't tap out, he just passes out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that would, because I don't think you can have Lesnar tapping out because it just wouldn't make sense because he never tapped out against The Undertaker. So it would make sense for him to maybe do that.
Out in UFC once, remember that?
Yeah.
He tapped out in UFC. Joe has a bit of a UFC vibe to him, the way he looks there.
Yeah.
So I think it would have a good look, those two standing face to face, and Joe could take the punishment from Lesnar. That sounds a little gay there, but Joe could take his suplexes, and he could probably pick up Lesnar and toss him around as well there.
I would like to see the build up for that. Like, I think the actual match, yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at, but I think one of the things they have to do is actually get the build-up right and not have Brock Lesnar show up a fucking week before a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like, I think they should actually do it. Like, that's one of the problems I've always had with Brock Lesnar matches is that, like, yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Brock Lesnar throwing people like wet lettuces as much as anyone, but I think the problem with Lesnar is that there isn't much story building, and it kind of goes into like the problem with WWE now because there isn't that much story building when it comes to pay-per-view matches, because I like to see the actual build-up, and what I want to see is like weekly Lesnar and Joe actually, building a story together, like why they hate each other, like, can Joe actually, beat Lesnar and stuff, like, cutting promos on each other face to face. Well, with Paul Heyman interacting with Joe, and I want to see more of that. I don't want to see Lesnar show up a week before the pay-per-view and go, you know, and then Paul Heyman, who I think's still great, you know, Paul Heyman then cuts a promo and says, the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar is gonna slay the you know, the fucking Samoa Joe, and then that's gonna be it, and then the match. I don't think that they should do that. I think that match needs to be more focused on Raw for people to actually watch the show, because Lord knows I don't want to see this Enzo Amore, like, who shot Roger Rabbit type fucking thing. You know, this whole kind of fucking, you know what I mean? Like this fucking Enzo Amore thing that they're doing right now. So I would really want to see an actual solid storyline with Joe and Brock Lesnar, and then a good match at that fucking pay-per-view name.
What they could do is have maybe Braun Strowman come out and distract Brock. Joe gets the choke from behind, pass out, and eventually you get Strowman against Lesnar at SummerSlam or something for a non-title
Yeah, that could
match.
work. Could even have Reigns interfere. There's a possibility you could have maybe Reigns interfere or something like that. Or who had a problem with Brock before? I know Reigns does.
I think Strowman was supposed to fight him. They had like a face-to-face, and Strowman kind of ran away from him there.
Yeah. And then, and then you have Seth Rollins.
Balor was talking about wanting to beat Lesnar recently, but
like a heel turn, you think?
Nah. But maybe Lesnar's gonna destroy him too. There, maybe Brock's just gonna crush Joe in 5 minutes. Who knows? There, but
that could happen. Like,
I'd like to see Joe win, but whatever. It should be a good match.
Hopefully. It is WWE after all.
Lesnar's going to come out with a leather jacket and greased up hair in the 1950s Cadillac there. Nice.
They're going to be playing Elvis Presley in the background.
Come out dressed in an Elvis suit or something there.
Oh, man. Fuck. This fucking show, like...
Looking forward to the match there. I hope Samoa Joe wins. I'm a big fan of Lesnar, but we need a champion on the show, for God's sakes. There, put the belt on Joe. He's hungry. Fuck, literally, the man just ate 16 Big Macs earlier today. He wants more. Fuck, but so there's some quick thoughts on this upcoming match there. Don't forget to check out SmackFed in the description there. Fuck. Jerry says everybody, you guys all want fucking E-Fed material where you're going to get it. Fuck.
We're going to do a Vince McMahon.
SmackFed, ladies and gentlemen. But, so that's about it, I guess. You got any other thoughts, Jerry, on this there?
I didn't really see Extreme Rules, so because I went to bed, so I really couldn't be fucked. After that Despicable Raw, I just really, my kind of tolerance for WWE's kind of at an all-time low. I just can't fucking watch the show anymore, and I can't wait till I hit a 0 rating and go down the fucking tubes. It's gotten to that point, WJ.
Then SmackFed's going to become the biggest wrestling company out there, Jerry, if that happens.
We're going to beat that emo Adam from What Culture as well. We're going to beat him to the top there.
Did you see his the promo that he made or something there?
And Martin Luther King there with his fucking speech there, for fuck's sake.
In other words, we're hungry for money, Jerry. That's what that And then JD from New York made the video pretty much repeating what he said there. Couldn't have said it better myself, see? And he's like, Wrestling brings us together. It's a fucking war zone, the internet wrestling community. Everybody wants to kill each other, and it brings us all together. See? Let me tell you this, bro. Give me a fucking break, phony motherfucker.
Do you know what? Like, I mean, I don't mind JD, but sometimes he goes on this fucking Martin Luther King fucking speeches, and it's just kind of it gets a bit too much. Like, I mean,
like
you know what phony. I mean? But like, I mean,
pretty phony. That JD there fucking sounds like Sean's View Entertainment, fuck, big time.
I think the thing is with walk culture is that, like, I don't disagree with them. Like, I do agree that, like, what YouTube are doing with them is fucking terrible. But, like, at the same time, it's kind of like, right, okay, you know, we get it. Like, we're all going through the same thing. But, like, I don't understand this, like, the thing is, like, and I agree with walk culture completely. Like, the fact that YouTube are, like, fucking taking down wrestling videos is ridiculous to me, but at the same time, it's like hate speech. Like, really, you know, it's like, you know, what are they saying here? You know, it's just that's
like, I can understand some videos when people you don't agree with what I agree with, you're a smart, you're a pedophile. I can understand those vids getting nailed for hate speech, but just them uploading a wrestling show, there's no reason for that to get taken down there.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, you could say, and the YWC hostage as well there. You could say that, like, so, but, like, you know, I just think there's a lot of, like, you know, almost, like, we're going to look after each other, but the top guys will look after each other. You understand what I mean? Like, the guys with 500,000 plus subscribers will look after each other, which is kind of a bit because there's been no talk of smaller channels as well. Like, fuck, even GameStar even was, like, saying about smaller channels going through this shit, but I haven't seen anything what they're saying about smaller channels and how they're affected. It's all about, you know, me type thing, but, you know,
there's only one way to save the wrestling talk and the wrestling community, Jerry. You need to send for the man. You need to send Andre Corbell down to fucking Google headquarters there. Andre Corbell appears in the fucking toilet with Bret Hart. Wait until he gets the fucking owners of YouTube in the toilet, Jer. Shit's gonna start rolling then. Get Andre to fucking put him in their fucking place, Jerry. Fuck.
Every fucking live show.
Andre Corbell. He's a beautiful man. He hates the Muslims, though, Jerry. Hates the Muslims with a passion.
Yeah. Only one thing with this wrestling fans, and that's wrestling.
He's got passion for wrestling and for hating the brown skinned folk.
Oh,
a good guy, that Andre. I like him. Yeah, might not see eye to eye on wrestling, but he's got a nice head of hair on him, Jerry. Got to give him that. Andre has the hair for. He's got hair for great balls of fire. Stick a leather jacket on him. He's ready for the show. Hey, Jerry.
I'm fucking gel though.
That's what we need, But so that's about it, folks. Fucking check out SmackFed in the description there. I'll have some Raw thoughts. I might record Raw on the DVR or PVR, however the fuck you say that there. Might do a full show review tomorrow if I record the bastard there. It might be up late tomorrow, but I'll try my best there. So look out for that. Look out for SmackFed there, and long live Andre Corbell. Fuck, he's got the passion. He's got a 10-inch dick. Fuck, Bret Hart saw that.
Oh my god!
Bret Hart saw it. Fuck, he can testify for it. Fuck. But that's about it, folks.
What the fuck, man?
Big shout out to the Iceman, Jeffrey Rose. I was looking at Jeffrey's channel recently. He's getting like 5 views per video. I feel bad for him. Don't know if I should do a shout out vid for the Iceman or something with his links in the description. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give Iceman a shout out on my channel as well to help him out. I'll give him a shout out.
Give him help him out a little bit. I don't know. There, maybe this week I can do a vid for him or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it, folks. SmackFed coming later tonight. There. Any final words, Jer?
Andre Corbell. That's all I'm gonna say.
Andre Corbell. Fuck JD from New York. Fuck just a boring version of Sean's View Entertainment. Fuck him. Fuck. Until next time, peace.